Hello and welcome back to another edition of AEW Out of 10 right here on the Wrestle Debate. Big show today, we're building slowly towards Revolution, which is only a couple of weeks away now, so it's all starting to hot up. And of course we got that incredible news on Wednesday that the Big Show has signed for AEW, so we're going to potentially get more news on that this week, but no, we're not, next week. But anyway, we start off with Jon Moxley versus Ryan Nemeth, of course, brother of Dolph Ziggler. Jon Moxley came out and it was a pretty quick match, to be honest. Moxley striking Nemeth's chest. Nemeth finally found some offense, but Moxley quickly took him down with a paradigm shift. Then after the match, Moxley brought a chair and said he was going to beat Omega, said he's an addict of the ring, and he further said the exploding barbed wire death match was irresistible to him and he can't wait to get inside. I'll give this a 7 out of 10. Really fast paced, entertaining start to Dynamite. But anyway, next up it was Brian Pillman Jr. and Griff Garrison versus Brian Cage and Ricky Starks. Pillman Jr. and Starks started the match off. During a commercial break, the heel duo were totally in control. Cage came in and out of nowhere took down Pillman with the Drill Core City for a win. Then after the match, the lights went out and we saw TNT champion Darby Allin emerged, and he came down like Shawn Michaels' entry at WrestleMania 12, and Darby came down, beat them down. This is a really entertaining moment, really tenseful moment. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10, really love this. Brandon Cutler took on Jake Hager next. Cutler tried to get better of Hager with agility, however it didn't really work. Hager laid him down with a running clothesline to the win fairly quickly. After the match, Santana and Ortiz came down to lay Cutler before the Young Bucks came out, took them out and took the microphones and said to come and fight them. But then there was pictures of Jericho and MJF assaulting Papa Buck, and yeah, he went to hospital, and that was it. 7 out of 10. Really added an extra dimension to this feud. Loved it. But anyway, next up we got Hangman Page versus Isaiah Cassidy. Cassidy wasted no time on Dynamite, getting in some offense. However, Page quickly halted the momentum with a distraction of Hardy. Page eventually got on top and hit a buckshot lariat. After recovering from the submission lock, Page was helped out by the Dark Order, and yeah, it was really nice. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10, and I really am loving this Page Dark Order stuff. And to be honest, I'm kind of really looking forward to Page Matt Hardy. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. But anyway, next up we did get Britt Baker versus Thunder Rosa. Not Thunder Rosa, Nyla Rose. Britt Baker looked intimidated by Rose early on before Baker went outside. Rose delivered a superplex before she hit a brutal right hand on Baker. She hit a base bomb and this time managed to get the victory. 8 out of 10. This tournament just keeps on getting better and better by the week. Really love this. Excellent match. And it shows what you can do with your Women's Division AEW. But anyway, in our main event it was Phoenix versus Lance Archer. Phoenix was in control early on, hitting chops and a brutal suicide dive before back in the ring Phoenix was in control. Phoenix was desperately trying to hit Archer with some chops before the big man executed the blackout eventually to get the win. I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. Another really great match on AEW Dynamite. Yeah, the only problem was I would have really loved to have seen both of these in the Face of the Revolution ladder match, but I suppose they'll have other great wrestlers in there. Overall this week, AEW Dynamite gets an 8 out of 10 for me. For me, this was probably one of the best AEWs of the year, if not the best. I really love this show. Yeah, and it just shows what AEW can do, even when the card isn't looking at the greatest it's ever looked. So yeah, hats off to AEW. But anyway guys, that's it for the video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And follow me on Twitter, link in the description below for daily wrestling news. And subscribe to my channel on the screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace!